Are you sure this is 22? We're so inconsistently consistent about our consistency that I'm pretty sure this is 23 or 24.
Could be.
I think the World Mini recap we called that 23. I don't know, Chase.
Say 24. We'll go 24.
I don't know. Here we go. We got Jeff Emig on today. Troy Dog, big controversy.
Big.
Is James Stewart tied with Jeremy McGrath? A lot of people are pissed. James Stewart should have moved on to the best of all time.
We'll talk to Troy about this. He's got some defending to do.
All right, VRB 024, I think.
4 or 5, maybe 5. 25.
Oh, Chase Stallo right there. Wes Williams right here. We are finally recovering for World Mini. That was like 2 weeks ago, and I was still cleaning banners last night, Chase.
It's been something, Wes. It has been something. I'm glad we're back in our studio, though.
You know what? I'm not glad that you stayed home the past like 4 days. I was cleaning shit.
You'd never texted.
And how you and Crane left the storage unit for me to have to deal with. Oh my God. I know there wasn't much time, bro, but
I had received 0 texts. We were supposed to go.
You should have known.
We were supposed to go to OMC.
We were supposed to. You know what? And then I realized at 4 o'clock as I'm sweating in the storage unit that I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to go to OMC today, drink beer, and ride Gringer G3 around and have fun.
I was waiting on your text.
I did none of those things. I did none of those things.
Waiting on text all day Saturday. Hey, what are we doing? And I was like, finally, I was like, you know what? Maybe he's spending some time with his family. I'm just not even going to text him. So it's that's a demerit for yourself, buddy.
I am sad that we didn't hit OMC. So they have a huge Racer X vintage race, like I think 800 something entries, right?
Yeah, Racer X Vintage Series. I knew about it. Scott Wallenberg, when I used to work at Racer X, we had a feature called Wake Up Call.
Yep.
And that was a very big thing to make sure that we had the vintage race in there. So that's when I first learned about what this was. But yeah, it's right down the street from us, and we didn't go.
For 2 years in a row now.
We did not
We're
go.
shit. Well, you know what? We do have the Vurbmoto garage sale going on right now. We did when I was cleaning out the Epic shed over there.
Yep.
Found a lot of stuff that we still had in boxes. It was time for a garage sale, spring garage sale, and then this week I think is 50 times multiplier on this garage sale.
It's a lot. So if you were to buy, let's say you went and bought $100 worth of stuff on shopverb.com. How many entries would you get in to win the dream series?
100 times 50, right?
Yep.
5,000 entries? 500 entries.
500 entries?
No, 5,000. 50 times 100? 5,000.
5,000. Yes. We're going to go with 5,000. So you get 5,000.
500? This is how tired I am, Chase.
Yeah.
Now I'm really questioning myself.
I'm gonna
50 times 100.
Can you pull up something? Well,
50 times 100 is 5,000, Chase.
Yes, it is.
Why are you trying to make it seem like I don't know?
Because you got me all confused now. I was like, wait, is it 5,000? Is it? Yes. No, it's not. 50. We're not off to a good start here. It's a lot of entries. It's a lot of entries.
I finally got the 50.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, dude.
We're struggling, guys. We did a broadcast at Mesquite. We went to the Pulp Show. We're just not used to our studio, guys. And then last time we were in a side-by-side. We're not off to a good start.
The last time in the side-by-side, I was sitting on all kinds of stuff. Now we actually got it on the table, but I was out here till 10:45 last night.
Yep.
And you know what? This is a good point. I have my brand new 2024 Yamaha YZ250 Vurbmoto Bike of the Year sitting right here, Chase, and it still has the shrouds off. I still haven't changed the air filter because I have a radiator that needs to go on, and we need to fix it.
We do have a radiator though, correct?
We do.
It's not been replaced.
We do, and I honestly want to film you putting it on. Do you think you can change out a radiator?
Easily. No problems whatsoever.
Chase, I have a lot of technological things over here. We're going to call in Jeff Emig.
We're trying to get Jeff on. He's not sure how to join.
Well, I think he knows how to join. I just hope that it's going to show up like I hope it does. Okay?
It'll show up. So, yeah, we got Jeff Emig on. Luckily, not much to talk about, Wes. Nashville was a pretty tame race, not much news. So I'm interested to see if Jeff has anything to add to a rather boring race. Not much happened.
Nothing happened at all.
Not much at all.
Hey, I will give this. Our editor, Casey, he called in on Pulp a few weeks ago. He's not a moto guy, and he's pretty oblivious to everything in our world, including two-strokes. And he made some funny comments on Pulp. And the other day, I was like, hey, I want your take on Nashville. And he sent us what we posted on Saturday night, Vince Freezy with the Nashville track as his head.
I heard Vince commented. I did not see what he said.
He just goes, "Oi!" I think Vince thought it was funny.
Okay, yeah, it was all in jokes. I did not dig into those comments.
I thought it was funny. There was a lot of people that didn't get it, and I was like, "Really?"
It's it's the internet, man. Luckily, we got no negative comments about our appearance on Pulp. That was sweet. Everyone seemed to love us.
Everybody loved us. They said, "You guys, Pulp, you should have these guys on more often."
Regulars. I think even Steve was like, "Dude, we got to have you guys back. Like, can you guys come back next week?" And we were like, "No, Steve, we have to do our own show."
Yep.
We will see you in Denver, though.
We will.
Not this weekend, but next. We are once again streaming the Pulp race.
Pulp MX.
Privateer
Challenge
presented by Yamaha or something.
They're giving away Yamaha YZ450. Head to pulpmx.com. You buy a raffle ticket. I think last year the prize was $130,000. Not to the prize to join. The raffle was the bike.
Correct.
But he gave away $130,000 to the privateers.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing that one Feld lets him do this.
Yeah.
On Friday before a Supercross race. It's awesome what Steve does for the privateers, man. I think I even heard Justin Starling had a little bit of a controversy the other week.
I was going to say he's been causing some strife in Twitterland.
When he tweeted that he was not going to try to make the main event so he could get into the Pulp race. And I will say one person made a very good point. Now that gambling is part of Supercross, that's something that probably not going to float for too much longer. Trying to dodge a main event. Two, that's probably not legal.
Is that on him or the people doing the betting thing? It's not like Feld or AMA has anything official to do with the betting, right?
They don't. But it just gets very tricky when you're right. For him and AMA, they don't care, right? Like they're not running it. It's just people are going to get a little more pissed off, right? Then, oh, hey, we get it. You're a privateer trying to make, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, dude, I just bet $10,000 you're going to make the main event. And you said you're not trying to. So no, nothing on Justin's part or AMA or anything. It's on the people that are laying the bets, right? So
yeah.
As a small gambler myself who likes to bet on some football, it does become a bit more, you thought people got mad about fantasy. Wait until they're dropping a couple $1,000 on you making the main event.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened because someone was pissed, huh?
Oh, really? I did. I just saw him tweet it, and then I saw somebody followed up, and Justin was just not. He was like, I can't remember exactly what he said, but I don't know. It's an interesting thing that 4 years ago no one cares about, but now that gambling's a part of it, people are going to start caring a little.
Well, I guess we don't have to worry about it. They don't allow us to gamble online in Idaho.
I'm not allowed to gamble.
Dang it. And, well, you know what? We are allowed to gamble. We won like $60 a piece the other day when we left Pulp.
Yes, we did.
All those good vibes from all those people leaving those epic comments about us.
We had amazing vibes at the table.
Hey, I do have one thing to bring up. One of the comments said that, because we were dogging on Crane or whatever, that we're like male chauvinist pigs and we treat each other like we're big bullies. I'm like, has anybody never had brothers? I mean, I'm an only child, but I've basically grown up with you and Brent and our whole crew. Like,
yeah, that's what we do.
It's the dynamic. We're not a bully. Like, it's all in fun and jokes. Like, we're the nice. I might be the nicest person on earth.
Yeah, maybe.
Seriously.
No, it's honestly, it's what we do all day, every day, and what keeps it fun. And that's what we do. I mean, if you don't like it, I don't really care, to be honest. But I don't think we bully Crane. Give him shit. Yes, 100%.
But he gives us shit too. Yeah, that's the dynamic.
He just doesn't. Right. No one else maybe sees it. I think it was the demerit thing, which is all a funny joke. Like if you don't get that kind of, if you don't understand that's humor and playing around with your friend, like I don't know what to tell you. Maybe just listen to some soft jazz when you go to bed. I don't fucking know.
All right, we'll be right back with Jeff Emig.
Bland t-shirts got you down? Is your drip capping too hard? Dude, that line is so cringe. Vurb is here to help. Shop our all-new merch line for a chance to win this. Yes, this Yamaha side-by-side and those, yes, those 2 TTR 110Es and 20 grand in these bad boys. How do you know if they're real? Oh, you can see it.
Jeff Emig now on the phone. Fro Daddy, how we doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Actually, I was hoping to be on my way out the Fox Raceway by now to do a little bit of riding. But, we're a slight delay here.
Oh God! Well,
recording.
Hey, you did say anytime after 9 your time. We're an hour and 8 minutes late. That's not terrible. You said anytime, not 9 on the nose.
Right.
Technicalities here, Jeff.
That is true.
Had I known that, I would have stayed up for another hour setting this shit up last night. I'm sorry, Fro. Like, how could I do you dirty like this?
Yeah, we'll be okay. I want to wait for the track to get good and rough and blown out before I get there.
Hey, you're training for Loretta's and what we're about to announce, the Fro400 Washougal coming up June 16th through 18th. We're going to get to that. I also want to talk about your Loretta's journey. We'll make this quick so you can go ride. But let's talk about Nashville real quick. A lot of crazy shit happened, Jeff. Where are you at on the Supercross Championship right now?
Well, specifically for Nashville, once I watched Race Day Live, you could tell that first the soil was gonna the way that the clay was, and they had some rain, and it always creates those weird sort of dry spots and wet spots, and so the transitions get really difficult, and the ruts and whatnot. Plus, the track to me was very like up and down, like the jumps, like the rhythm sections, like where they came through the Ken Roxon whoops, and then you made the left. You did that little roller, and then triple into the turn. Well, those jumps were like, it was up and down. You got to get up and get down into the transitions, whereas some of the softer tracks, where once they roll it with the equipment, you know, the rhythms and things are pretty flat. But I thought that track had a lot of steep jumps, a lot of steep transitions, and so you knew that was going to make it difficult for the riders.
And so 2 years in a row now, Nashville has been pretty gnarly on our championship contenders. Knocked out, AC and Cooper Webb last year. Yep. Now Sexton and Kenny this year. Is it happenstance, or is it something to do with the dirt and the way it breaks down?
I just think that's the nature of Supercross. I mean, what happened with Ken Roxon, I've never seen before. And the fact that the broadcast had a few looks at it because he was running second, so there were cameras on him. The individual photographers and videographers that were there just made for not in a good way, but just a spectacular crash sequence. And some of those high-res photos, I forget the name of the guy that had it. I don't know if it's photoshopped or not, but that photo that has the C-clip coming out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, if that's actually real, that's incredible photography. But it's like, when's the last time that happened? Like, never.
I've
Especially
personally
at that level. So
I've personally never seen anything like that in my life. And like, it was funny. Wes and I were talking to Jeff before he got on. Is like, one, I would assume he felt something, right, coming off of that. And then like, was there anything he could have done? I mean, you're obviously he's going in full pin and straight whoops. Like, what could he have done, if anything?
He didn't know. I bet he didn't realize what happened until he was close to the end of the whoops and realizing, oh, this thing, the shock is just going boing and like going to full extension. You might have felt that, but all that happens in 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the fact that when the suspension fluid blows out, it hits the hot exhaust, creates this spectacular smoke screen. I mean, to me, like I said, not in a good way for Ken, obviously, but it was such a spectacular crash. And how he got off the bike and the fact that he was able to get off to the side of it and not actually just get thrown into the other lanes. Yeah. I mean, it sucks. It sucks, but wow, what an event.
It shows how damn strong he was. He manhandled that thing.
Oh, it could have been much worse. I thought it, like, when I first saw it happen and then him getting kind of out of whack, I was like, this is going to be real bad.
Yeah.
It unfortunately reminded me of like 2017 when that happened. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, God, not again, you know?
Yeah. I literally shed a tear, dude. I was like, no way this happened to Kenny. And I cannot believe he got back up. And like, I thought ACL destroyed.
Oh, I thought like for sure everything was done. I mean, I guess he had MRIs yesterday, so we don't know yet, but yeah, it looked, it could have been much, much, much worse.
And what's your take on the Sexton crash?
Just gone straight over the bars, he would have just got ejected. I mean, that thing would have thrown him 50 feet.
Mm-hmm. He would have done a front flip into that last whoop. So gnarly. Yeah. He pogo through that thing. And so what do you think?
He would have missed. He would have cleared that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He could have downsided the whoop. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I think he came out pretty unscathed for how gnarly that could have been, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think about the Sexton? What's your take on the Sexton over jump, under jump? I don't even know what.
Rock and those are rock, big rock, little rock.
Yeah, I got a message from one of my buddies who's a former Supercross champion, one of them, and he was like, "What do you make of that?" And I said, "Well, is there a picture of the throttle housing being broke? Because I guess what I read was that Sexton said that the throttle stuck, and that maybe it got hit by a rock or something like that, which once again, I've never seen before. I do have a situation where my throttle stuck. Well, I have two of them. One of them it actually stuck and one it didn't. So here's the experience I have. So I ended my career on a stuck throttle at Glen Helen in 2000. All that happened. But at Steel City in 96, in the last practice, I'm chasing McGrath around. We come down that section and make that right into the pro section. And we come out of the rut, and I'm like hard on the throttle, and I get the front wheel up, and I can't shut it off. And I end up looping out and breaking off the rear fender. This is Steel City 96. McGrath and I, like, head-to-head, final practice. I'm on my hands and knees. I look up. There's like 2,000 fans on the fence, and I look at my bike, and the rear fender's gone, and it was incredibly embarrassing. So I do the ride of shame back across the middle of the track into the Kawasaki pits. And I told Jeremy Albrecht, my mechanic, J-Bone, I said, "Hey, the throttle stuck. I don't know what happened to the throttle stuck." Okay? So they get hard to work on the bike to get it ready for the first moto, and they change the throttle cable, check the housing, slide, everything. And then what Jeremy tells me is that after we won the championship that day, we were sitting in the Kawasaki rig, and I owned it and said, "Hey, just so you know, the throttle didn't really stick." I was kind of embarrassed about that. So those are my two stories. One was real, ended my career, manufacturer's recall from Yamaha, throttle stuck. One, I'm factory Kawasaki on one of my greatest race days ever. I have a really embarrassing moment, and I said throttle stuck, but it really didn't. So where is Sexton in this spectrum here?
I guess we'll find out, won't we? Or maybe we won't.
Have you seen the video, Jeff, where the guy was in, I think it was the mechanics area that they filmed? Have you seen that video yet?
No.
So it popped up on...
from the mechanics area, yeah. You fly him in front of him, yeah.
I'm not a pro. It didn't sound like his throttle was stuck.
Oh, gotcha. I think I probably watched it. Don't do this at home, kids, young drivers. I probably watched while I was driving. I was at a stoplight, an extended stoplight.
Extended, very extended.
Yep.
Yeah, and there was a fire truck coming, so I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, that would tell the story if the throttle did indeed stick.
It'd be on the rev limiter.
Yeah,
in that situation. Yeah, and what I did watch though is from the overhead shot, from the broadcast shot, is the throttle side of the handlebars never hit the ground when he crashed. Mm-hmm. Right. So.
Oh, because then it would be also wide open when it hit the ground.
Yeah, it just seemed weird. I'm not saying Chase is a liar or anything.
Well,
it just seemed very odd.
Unless it was fractured, somewhere the throttle housing was cracked and had some sort of notch to it, that could happen.
Either way, what a gnarly
I guess you got to give him
jump.
the benefit of the doubt because his ass was on the seat.
Dude.
Right? No, of course. Yeah, right. And again, I just thought I wanted to know because I'm not at Jeff's level, Chase's level. Like, I'm just curious because you see everybody on Twitter. Well, that makes no way he actually that happened, right? So I just curious what Jeff thought of it.
Yeah.
Great story we got out of it. Great story we got out of it.
You're up in Idaho going, this shit, no way.
Right?
No way.
That's kind of what I was thinking, and I'm like,
actually on the bike. He's actually
Right.
on the bike, turning the throttle.
yes.
With his health, his life on the line, is saying this would happen. You're like, no way, man.
No way,
Yeah,
dude.
right. Exactly. That's why I wanted to ask an expert.
How many YouTube comments did you leave? Did you go
Oh
blast
my
everybody
God.
on YouTube?
I have not left any comments. I just watched it and wanted to see what someone like Jeff thought.
He can't sleep. He's like, this is bullshit.
All right, one quick last question. Who you got on between Jet and Coop? We got, 3 rounds left?
3 rounds, yeah. 5 points.
Who's got the grit?
Yeah, I think it's closer than what people think because Jet is obviously the guy. Most every race, he's got the speed. He does it like what he did last weekend was really impressive. He does have that tendency to get a bad start, which he showed. So he's got to fix that. Webb is kind of like he's the one with all the determination, and when the pressure really gets on, I would put my money on him. He's done that before. But Jeff, he's been the class of the field, but he's made some mistakes. So I don't think that it's that, the Lawrence fans are going to be like, oh, yeah, my guy's got it. And then the Webb fans are like, no, Coop's, he's the gamer when it's clutch time. So I don't know.
And I agree. Like the styles is what I love so much about. They're very different riders. Coop's people say he doesn't have the speed. He has the speed. You don't win 2 Supercross titles if you're not fast enough. But he's so gritty, and he could go out and qualify 15th next week and then win the main event. Like he's a gamer, right,
Yep.
Jeff? Like, I mean, that's what I've always seen from him. He's a gamer.
Yeah, and a couple weeks ago, when Webb had, I believe he was fastest qualifier, won the heat, but or no, he got second in the heat. Jet passes him, but yet he had the fastest time, and then he had the fastest time in the main, which that doesn't normally happen.
Right? He figures it out.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like each week it's kind of going like this. And I really anticipated Tomac, Anderson, Sexton, Roxon playing a role in that. And last week, Jet just kind of moved around the chessboard, done. He did it pretty easy, and that's bad news for the rest of the guys. But Coop is that type of rider that he has the ability to dig deep, and when it's game time and championships on the line, he can do it. It's kind of this thing like in '92 with Damon Bradshaw and Jeff Stanton, in a way.
Interesting. I haven't heard that one yet.
It's really interesting, and as an analyst, trying to make the right prediction is going to be a tough business these next 3 races.
Chase and Brent and Troy all put their money on Coop last week on the Michelin Most Likely segment on Vurbmoto, and I'm like, all right, I bet everybody's going to be swaying their vote this week if you ask the same damn question.
No. I am sticking with Coop.
We'll see.
Look,
You're sticking with Coop?
Yeah, I think he's got the experience.
Yeah.
And I think that's and maybe Jeff can speak to this a little bit, but I think that's a big factor.
Yeah.
I really do, especially in Supercross. Outdoors, I don't know if it's as much.
It's the last quarter now.
It's the last quarter,
and a good QB knows how to pull it out.
Things start tightening up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, it should be interesting.
Yeah, but it's like Jet just seems to be unfazed by a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
And I really do in a lot of ways. I compare it to what Jeremy McGrath was like in 1993. He just seemed to be unfazed with all of the noise around him. And he wins some races pretty easy, pretty strategically, has managed to do pretty good damage control, kept himself healthy, things like that. I don't know. I think it makes it interesting for the rest of us, though.
Yeah, agreed. Well, moving on to even better, bigger news than Supercross championships.
Way bigger.
You saw us do the Gypsy 500, Jeff, at Mesquite a few months back, and you said, "Oh my gosh, a Fundurance event looks like such an epic time. How do I get in on one?" And I said, "It's ungodly badass, Jeff."
Those are two things that shouldn't be together.
But hey, that's exactly what this is. We put them together: fun and endurance. I like the fun part, not necessarily the endurance part. So I'm hoping to convince you of something here in a minute, Jeff. I want you to be on my team. I want to do the fun part. You do the endurance part. If that can work for us. We decided, hey, one West Coast event to kind of fit into your Loretta's training schedule. Washougal, Vurbapoloza, second year we've done this, 16th through 18th of June. We're bringing the Fro400, where we hope everybody brings out their Fros like old school, right? How long has it been since you saw a crowd of Fros, dude?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I love that. Our editor Casey was asking.
Now and then somebody will show up, but
our editor Casey was asking where the nickname Fro came from the other day, and I was like, you know what? I don't actually know, and I looked it up and found the whole story. Denny Stevenson was the one that kind of coined the Fro Daddy term, and then everybody started wearing the afros around you. I was like, damn, what a badass time to be alive.
Well, as a kid growing up in 80s motocross, it's like having a nickname and your butt patch was like, that was the coolest thing ever. That was making it. If you had that, like, you've made it.
That is cool. Right? Well, so
Hurricane, Osho,
yep.
Two Hip.
Well, now it'd just
little
be
professor, whatever.
Now it'd just be JE
229.
229.
Yeah.
Like, we need to get
with my with a QR code.
Oh my god.
We need to get nicknames back, Fro.
The butt logo is a QR code. That'd be cool.
We need to get nicknames back, Fro.
And custom painted helmets.
All of a sudden, West doesn't like selling merch. He thinks it's selling out. I see a lot of merch promos on Vurbmoto.
Someone's got to pay the damn bills, Fro. God.
That's right. You can't buy all this high-tech podcast equipment.
Right? And I went to a camera nerd show in Vegas last week. I only need about $500,000 more to do what I really want to do. So, I mean, easy peasy. We need to sell like 10 more T-shirts, right?
Well, let's start by everyone going to Washougal Motocross Park, which is obviously one of the most beautiful racetracks in the whole world. I'm not sure that your training for Loretta's comment fits there. That's probably the last place you want to ride to get ready for Loretta's. But we are going to do some motos. We're going to do some time. June 14th through the 16th, 2024, so this year. Washougal, Friday, we're going to do the it's the beginning of the Fro400, so we're going to do 200 minutes of off-road, 4-mile off-road course at Washougal.
Plus the moto track. So it's moto and off-road, so you get a little bit of both.
Yeah. Well, I've taken some detours there before while I was racing and been off the track. So, we used to do a lot of the Yamaha
photo shoots,
sales, promotional stuff up there, like when Bradshaw and I had the bald heads and all that. And I've actually got to ride around those trails and everything back in there. It's really cool. I think with a few hundred other riders on those trails is certainly going to make it interesting. But it's a really cool place to ride, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. And so there is a big off-road race there the weekend before, and so Ryan has promised he's going to go clear absolutely new trails for us, because again, back to the fun part, not the endurance part. I said, hey, dude, I don't want to ride something that's going to crush me. Let's keep it fun. It is a team event, so I do want to be on your team, Fro. Hopefully you elect to be on Team Verb, or we could call it Team Fro. I'm willing to change our name for you. For the Gypsy 500, I actually said my dream team was you, MC, myself, and then I don't know, I can't remember. Maybe we're going any era. I think I said throw Bob Hanna in there too, and I was like, I think we'd have a really fun weekend. So that was my dream team. So I'm curious now with you, Fro. You can do up to 4-person teams here. What's your dream team for Washougal here? Because it at 200 minutes, I think it's 3.5 hours, a little over. So you basically do a 15-minute lap, Fro. Come in, you swap your transponder with your teammate, and you go out. So, I mean, you're only riding 15 minutes at a time unless, I mean, you're training for Loretta's. Maybe you do decide to go solo to not hurt my feelings. I don't know.
Well, aside from you and I, what's his dream?
Yeah, besides Chase and I being on your team, who else would you pick?
Yeah. Well, Ryan Huffman's going to be working the track, right? He owns the track, runs the track. He would be my first pick because he would know all the shortcuts, all the ways to cut through the woods.
His son too. I think he said his son's going to blaze a lot of the trails. So, all right, I feel that.
That's a smart pick. Smart pick by Fro.
Hey, but we don't cheat, Fro.
Man,
we don't cheat.
Any rider in history?
Any 3 riders in history.
Man,
I mean, you're coming to a.
That's a tough one. Probably if I could get Jean-Michel Bale.
Oh.
You remember the year, maybe it was when he was on the 125, and where the whoop section is, they had made they weren't really whoops, they were like jumps. And he would go wide in that turn before it and like triple in. I was just a young, impressionable youth. I was probably in the same class as him going, oh, no way.
I got to do that.
Man, that looks cool.
Didn't they? Well, for a long time, they raced the 500s there. Can you imagine riding a 500 on that track?
No. Hey, you can. That's a good thing about the Fro400, Jeff. You can run what you brung, baby. There ain't no AMA. There's no NMA. There's no FIM. Which helps all of us in our own respective parts of life here, where you do whatever you want, ride whatever you want. So, dude, if you want to bust out a 500, good on you.
Yeah. I might dig back into the 70s and 80s and give my old friend Chuck's son a call.
I was going to say.
He's from that area.
Washougal legend.
Rising Sun.
Yep.
Washougal legend. So they used to have that big tabletop jump during my time in the 90s, so 80s and 90s. They called that the Chuck Sun jump.
Yep.
Staying with the theme of this podcast, if the throttle being wide open, they called it the Chuck Sun jump because I believe he was riding factory Honda one year, and coming up to that jump, the throttle stuck on him, and he like jumped to the corner, like exploded. Yeah. So Chuck may need another opportunity.
Chuck needs redemption.
Redeem himself one last time. I'll give him the bell.
Chuck needs redemption. All right, so we got Chuck, J&B.
I mean, I'm 53. Chuck's got to be 63.
Chuck's probably 60 and 60s.
And if Jeff's picking these people, are they in their prime? Are they prime time, or are we picking them up off the couch right now?
I think it's an awesome team either way.
Yeah, right. I
don't think it matters.
It wouldn't matter. That's the point of Fundurance. You don't have to be in shape.
So we got J&B, we got Jeff, we got Chuck's son, and
that's
then
good team lining up.
Who's your last pick?
The other rider that I think in history that was absolutely epic on super hard pack soil like that. And I'm not going to go with the British rider, even though Kurt Nichol kicked my ass a couple times in Motocross the Nations on some hard pack tracks. I'm over it now with proper therapy. But I also think that the Australian Jeff Leask would be a good pick. And he's retired now. He's not working for KTM Group anymore. He'd get him up here to ride a little hard pack. He'd be good.
I say we work on this team for the third annual Fro400. Let's get like this is a dream team right now, and I don't know. Maybe if we had the $1 million from 10 T-shirt sales, Jeff, we could fly them over. So that's why we need to sell more T-shirts. I would love to convince these guys to come out of retirement, have bikes. We could put them in a VIP suite. We have none of that stuff.
No.
So
not yet.
So
Not yet.
you know what? We're working on it, Jeff.
Oxygen, IV.
Advil, masseuses.
Yeah, we need all that costs thousands and thousands of extra dollars a weekend. Not to mention, Jeff, I heard you fly first class a lot. Someone's got to pay for that shit.
I do, right? I do. Well, so lay out the schedule for everybody because this is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So what are we doing on Friday?
So Fridays, the biggest thing at the Gypsy 500, little kids were pissed that they didn't get to participate. So we decided to add in the mini Fros, Jeff. So they're going to do 200 minutes on Friday. So it's same concept, 3.5 hours. It's going to be a team race between 60s and 80s. I think anywhere between the ages of 7 and 15.
Yeah, I think it's we did 7.
And the class breaks down based on how many people you have on your team and the cumulative ages of all the people on the team. All that information is available on Vurbmoto.com. But the coolest thing is, if you're an adult, you can also ride on Friday. We're going to have a fun pit bike class. So, Jeff, not only am I hoping that you're going to recruit me for your big Fro team on Saturday, I also would like if you would be on my mini Fro team on Friday and race pit bikes with me for 3.5 hours. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds awesome. We're definitely going to need to have a few other riders. 3.5 hours on a 110 or a 50 would. I haven't done that since we were filming for the first Crusty Demons of Dirt in my backyard.
That's Jeff's nice way of saying no way in hell.
Well, I'm with them. If we get 2 more, because I do think my back's going to be pretty sore if we ride pit bikes for that long. Yeah. So I'm with them. If we get 4 more, and you got to think it's going to be a brand new track. I don't think it'll get too rough quite yet. So anyways, lots of great fun things on Friday, Jeff. We'll link offline to figure out who our other 2 team members are, because what I just heard is a yes.
Yes, I heard.
Are we sounding yes?
I heard yes as well.
So even if I'm not going to be on Jeff's team on Saturday, I will be on his team on part of this. So I'm cool with that. Saturday,
buy a T-shirt and contribute to your.
There we go.
Exactly.
Fun.
The unfortunate thing for you, Jeff, is if you do buy a T-shirt and you were to win our Yamaha Grand Prize worth $49,747.00, no purchase required, is you can't actually win it because we know you've been on the podcast. People think we cheated, so I'm sorry you're automatically excluded.
Automatically out.
So
I won all 3? Wow.
Well, that is one person does win all 3 of those things. That is the common misconception. One person will take on all
just
that.
One winner for everything.
Yes, one winner, Jeff. Could all be you.
Except not you.
Except not you. You can't win.
Not anymore.
We lied. It cannot be you.
So then Saturday, we're going to do the big Fros. We're going to start at, I think, 8 in the morning, 3.5 hours, because we still want to get moto practice in ungodly enough Saturday afternoon. So up to 4-man teams again. Actually, we will have a fun class on that day, Jeff, too, because if dads want to ride this, you can have unlimited team members. So if you only want to do 1 lap and call it a day, which I kind of think Team Verb should do. I want to say I did a lap and call it a day, go drink some beers and get ready for Pit Bike Straight Rhythm that night.
Yep. And big cookouts, Pit Bike Straight Rhythm, Jeff. I don't know if you saw the highlights last year.
Unreal.
And then
Do you think we get Jeff on the Pit Bike Straight Rhythm?
Oh, that's I think I heard a yes as well earlier.
Yeah.
When we asked him.
The silence is
the silence.
Boots. You can only wear flip-flops or skate shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
And then, honestly, Jeff, that's not even the entire weekend.
Nope.
Sunday,
there's still more dirt bikes.
We got a classic Motorsport Classic 7 series, full gates.
Which is like round 5 of the Washougal series, round 5 or 6, something like that. So not only are you going to ride Friday, Jeff, you're going to ride Saturday, and you can do some motos on Sunday.
Vurbapoloza, baby.
Vurbapoloza Moto Festival. If you
for all you guys think I'm not paying attention, I was looking at looking at all the digits. So I'm like, I'm not just over here texting while we're on the phone. Yeah, I'll be done with this.
Dude, I'm trying to get off this to go ride Fox Raceway.
But a lot of fun things going down that weekend, Jeff. So I'm glad you're going to be part of it.
Maybe a live podcast with a little Fro one night, a little Friday Fro.
Oh, I like that. We didn't put that on the schedule, but I think that's a great idea.
Friday Fro, Fridays with Fro.
Oh,
I like it.
Fridays are for Fridays are for throwing down.
Yeah,
I love that. So Jeff, if you race on Sunday, which I mean you're going to be there, you have to. Do we see you in the pro class? Do we see you in the plus 30, plus 40, plus 45? Like where would it? Where every class? How many motos are you trying to get in for your Loretta's training?
I'm 53, so it's going to be my age classes.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily about speed, even though my eyesight's not as good as it used to be. You know, it's not like I'm running fast lap times as pros or anything like that. I don't kid myself at all. But it's just about being in the same sort of mindset going into the first turn and racing with guys that are thinking on the same wavelength as you. Sometimes they get a little bit aggressive, but it ain't like, you know, like riding a plus 25 class.
No.
I'm more than double their age.
Yeah.
I'm not riding a 25. I'm not riding open pro sport or anything like that.
Well, what that just told me, Jeff, is you're training for Loretta's because you want to go beat Mike Brown fair and square. That's if I'm reading between the lines, a few people go ham, and that's Mike Brown. He sent it, and you want to beat him. That's what I heard.
Well, I mean, you go there to try to win your races. You put in a lot of work. Like it's not just like training or riding, but just in general. Like I was already last couple of days setting up all my travel for my regional qualifier, setting up travel and my accommodations for at the ranch. I mean, last year I drove over 10,000 miles and spent, $15,000 or something to do the race. So you just want to be prepared. And the more prepared you are, typically, the more safe that you can be.
Yep.
So.
Well, Chase, I think him doing all these races at the Fro400.
There's no better way to prepare for
No better way.
No better way.
I mean, it might be a little bit more hard pack, a little bit more trees, a little bit more shaded in the ruts.
Yeah.
But there should be no better way to prepare on the West Coast than the Fro400.
Zero better way. I do have one. Well, go ahead, Jeff.
Of course, I'll be. The good thing is too is that I run the Emig Pro grips here.
I'm going to need a set of those.
Yeah, we're going to need some of those,
blisters
Jeff.
and all that. This is
no blisters.
This is the way
you don't get blisters with those, Wes.
Yeah, well, if he brings me a set, I won't get a blister.
Yep,
so
we won't have
great.
no blisters.
If I'm going to ride that much, Jeff, and you expect me to be able to give it my all, I need you to bring a few extra sets of those.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is I think I've got the perfect grip for you.
Oh, look at that, Wes.
This is the Emig 2.0.
I love that.
I love it. That'll match my color scheme pretty good.
It will.
Hell yeah.
That was fun.
Hey,
it's going to be a great
I
weekend.
did want to mention that for racing Lorettas and all of this stuff this year, I'm not sure if you saw it. It was kind of what you'd call a soft launch. Got some more video content coming soon. But I ended up doing a deal with Munn Racing down in Texas.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago.
Oh,
yeah.
Munn. I've not heard that name in a
Chip
while.
Munn, getting 350 Huskies. So going to be on a 4-stroke again. No more 2-stroke experiment. That's over.
He's coming for Mike Brown.
I mean, I am kind of sad, but yeah, you're right, Chase.
He's coming for Mike Brown. We're reading through the lines, Jeff.
I love that. I mean, I'm sad to see the 2-stroke go, but I'm excited to see a battle. So, in other words, we're going to see you on a Munn Racing Husky 350 at Fro400 too?
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing your suspension might be a little too stiff for me to ride, though, huh? Like, are we going to share a bike when we're on the same team?
Well, no. I run the Enzo spring conversion and all that stuff, the full Enzo kit. And I'm telling you, the spring forks on that thing, it's actually at the shop right now at Enzo. I was down there last Friday. So I'm just waiting to put it together, and I should have a fresh bike for this event.
All right. Well, maybe I would love to be able to do if I got to say I did a lap on Emig's bike at Washougal.
You got to.
Dude, my life is complete.
Oh, poor Troy Dog. He'll never get over it.
Yeah. Sorry, Troy. Well, hey, he could come to Washougal.
Right.
That's his own fault, isn't it?
Honestly, it is.
His own fault.
Yep.
Well, hell yeah, Fro. Go ride your dirt bike because now you're training for the Fro400 in the 3 days of epicness before you get to Loretta's.
Yeah, I mean, the Fro400 is basically the pinnacle of my summer racing, and everything else after that is just
career.
Gravy. It's an afterthought.
Or career.
Yeah.
I mean, whichever way you want to put it.
Yep.
I mean, my whole life has built up to this moment.
Correct. And to do all this at Fro400, Vurbapoloza, Washougal, June 14th.
It's probably the most amount of laps he'll have ever have done in 3 concurrent days.
Correct.
So, all right. Well, I'm glad Jeff's up to the challenge. I'm glad he put us up to the challenge.
Hey, me too, man. So, can't wait to see you there, Jeff. And
I'm stoked. So everybody get out there. Washougal, Vurbapoloza, June 14th through the 16th. I'll be there.
Are you going to wear a fro?
We'll get Jeff some fros.
Somebody will have a fro. Oh, no. Also,
are you going to wear one though?
I got a tip for everybody.
Okay.
What's that?
Are you going to wear one? A fro?
I'll bring one.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Of course.
I am too.
Tip for everybody that for all the riders that don't run the Emig Pro or the Emig 2.0 and you do get blisters, somebody was asking me about it last week and it just came to mind, is that super glue and a nail file. That's good. You gotta keep those on hand. You're gonna need some super glue. If you're not used to riding that much, you gotta super glue those blisters up, make it through the weekend, and then
or you just switch to the Fro grips and you don't get blisters, Jeff. That's the way I look at it.
Maybe
you could do that beforehand.
Maybe we should bring some to sell underneath a Vurb tent. We could help pay for Jeff's gas.
You could go to odigrips.com.
Yes, you can.
Your favorite retailer or your favorite online retailer.
I like that.
Yep.
I actually do have a set here. I bought some on Motorsport a few weeks ago because I knew I needed it. I ended up running the stock grips, Jeff, at the Fro400, the Gypsy 500 because I meant to swap them out, but we had to.
A lot going on that weekend.
there was a lot of things going on. The grips were the lowest hanging fruit that I just didn't get around time, but I do have a set ready to go. So I will have a brand new set ready to go on my bike.
Yeah, because it takes so long.
Dude, listen. I was so damn nervous. I barely oiled the chain. I didn't even change the brake-in oil, Jeff. It's embarrassing. Let's not go down the rabbit hole. Should I have? Yes, I didn't. Okay.
The fact that you said that you oiled the chain, that all of us hardcore riders, we know that's all we need to know about your program. Because the rest of us lube our chain.
Yes, I lube my chain. I have not oiled my chain in a long time.
I'm going to cut this out.
The prosecution rep.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, Jeff, fuck off.
Yeah, I love it, Jeff.
Right.
Hey, I'll oil your chain at Washougal, buddy.
Right.
Later, dude.
The great Fro.
Right, thanks for having me on. See ya.
Thanks, Jeff. The great Fro. What a conversation.
He's a good dude.
I will say, if when I was growing up, obviously Jeff was like Jeff McGrath. I was a big Emig fan because I always liked the underdog. If you would have told a young Chase Stallo and 20 years later, you're hanging out with Fro on a podcast.
Unreal.
You're going to spend a weekend.
Unreal.
The Fro400 with us, like, I don't know what I would tell you. I'd say you're lying, first of all, and no way in hell that's going to happen.
And now we have a chance to be on his team, dude.
I'm 100% putting myself on that team.
He made a mistake. JMB,
no.
Chuck's son. He meant to say us, Chase.
He 100% meant to say us.
I am curious though if he doesn't pick us for that weekend. I wonder who will actually be on Jeff Emig's team. I honestly want to be on his team, so I hope I'm going to side text him and say, all right, hey dude, it's me and you, and who are the other two people?
No, and Chase. It's me, you, and Chase.
Are you actually going to do it this time?
I'm not going to do that. No, I'm going to do I'll do the mini one on the pit bike.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that will be fun.
Well, some of us have to work at these events, Wes. I can't be riding all weekend.
Fair.
Yeah. So, no. Anyway, like what a time to be alive. Where it's like, hey, Jeff Emig literally said this is the pinnacle of his career. Not the titles, not beating McGrath, none of that. This is the pinnacle of his career.
I can't believe it, Chase. I got tears
coming
to my eyes.
How jealous is our next guest who's about to come on here at some point going to be that he doesn't get to come?
He might quit.
He might.
Troy idolized Jeff Emig from the time I've met him.
Yep.
I thought I was his top idol, and then I came to find out it was really Jeff Emig. I mean, I was right below Jeff Emig, but either way, man, that's going to be so much fun, and I'm really excited for it. I wasn't a dirt bike racer for the past 20 years. The Fro500. The Gypsy 500 got me off the couch. We bought a bike, Chase. Now it's the Vurb Bike of the Year. We still have to put on a radiator, change the oil still. Few things onto the maintenance side, but we got about a month.
Some grips.
A month and a half. We're going to put some grips on. We're going to be crushing, bro.
I'm excited. We're going to do the Gringers for the the pit bike, the G3s. I finally got to ride those at World Mini.
Yep.
My God.
They're super fun. And I'm pretty sure we have 4 batteries. The batteries will last for about an hour, I think.
We're going to need
So
some
I
more
think if
batteries.
we're swapping, I think if we have 2 of them. So if we were to swap Gringer G3s between our pit bike laps, put in new batteries, I think we'll actually be able to last the entire 3.5 hours. No problem.
I got an idea. So it's like me, you, Emig, and another person, and then we'll like make Troy be like our mechanic or something. Like he don't get a ride, but like, he's our mechanic.
Fly Troy in. He can't be on the team.
No,
he's
cannot be
part
on
of the
the
team,
team.
but he's not on the team.
He's not on the team. He can't ride with Fro. Is this bullying, Wes? Is this what they were talking about?
Yeah, probably.
Are we bullying Troy?
Hey, honestly though, if we wanted to win the pit bike class, like Troy was pretty quick.
Yeah, Troy's a lot
So
faster
if we
than
had
us.
Troy,
Troy's an A rider.
if we had Troy, Jeff, me, and not you,
Not me, correct.
we might stand a chance of taking home a trophy.
No, if you're not getting a trophy.
You don't think so?
No. Troy doesn't ride anymore.
Hey, I don't know if you knew this, Chase, but we did at the Gypsy 500 finish 50th overall out of 200 teams, and we had 3 people on our team.
You had 4.
I had 4
4.
for 2 laps, and then, anyways, I expected to be 200th place, and the fact that we came away 50th. All I'm saying, dude,
Says a lot about the rest of the people riding.
oh come on.
How bad they
All right,
were.
well, we got Troy on.
Hi, Troy.
We got
Hey, guys.
Troy's theme song.
Brother, as long last way you go.
Is this-
Keep your burden, bend you low. Can you really step
Troy
out?
Dog, welcome back to the show, dude. We are not sitting in a side by side this time. Hopefully you can hear us good. Can you hear us good? Give me a thumbs up. I just letting you know, Troy, I've been very busy, working hard, a lot of hours. Am I in line for a raise yet?
Are you ready to?
To get a raise? Yes, I'm ready. I'm always ready to get a raise.
Yeah. Sorry, maybe I can't hear you as well. Let me turn you up here.
Yeah, turn me up,
There we
dude. Turn me up.
You need a raise.
Yep. Or do I need to race? Do I need a raise or both?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. Always need a raise. Always need to race. So.
We just had Jeff
line
Emig on,
next
and it looks like Chase and I get to be on his team for the
Yep.
Fro400 at Washougal.
Wes and I are on his team. You are not.
We're wondering though how you would feel about that.
First off, super pumped I'm on the show after my buddy Fro. That's cool.
And your idol, right? Like your top idol ever?
Oh, dude, I love to tell this story. 97 Kenworthies. He gets done. It was 1,000,000 degrees that day. I'm 6 years old. My dad throws me over the fence and like doing the podium interview and stuff.
And
I
Jeff
go up,
Emig
I
gave you a
pat
hug.
his back.
Did Jeff Emig give you a hug?
No,
Oh.
no, he didn't give me a hug. But I patted his back and I said, "Good job, man."
Dang.
And he didn't remember it, but I do.
That's really cool, man. Well, thing is, it's not too late for you to also fly to the Fro400. We actually did say if you were on the team, you were fast, we might have a chance at a trophy.
No, I said mechanic.
Oh. And then I said if you were on the team actually riding.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think you should
in.
consider it, Troy.
If I'm on Fro's team, we're going to be undefeated.
When's the last time you rode a dirt bike, Troy?
2017.
Wow. Pathetic. That's pathetic, Troy.
I can line up right now and put a minute on you, Chase.
You could probably put 3 minutes on me, honestly. That's how pathetic I am.
I'm kind of worried that you're on his team, though.
No, I doubt I'll be riding it all, Troy. No, I might do the pit bike. So you can be on the team Saturday. I'm on the team Friday. Win-win for all of us.
Yeah, it'd be fun, Troy.
I feel like Chase could rip on a pit bike.
I'm not bad on a pit bike, but I'm not.
I can see that.
I'm not great at any kind of riding.
Two-wheel
excursion.
excursion. He's very good at golf, though, guys.
good at golf, snowboarding. I'm
Basketball.
pretty good. Basketball, baseball, football.
Yeah, Chase has impressed me in a lot of
I'm an
a lot of
athlete.
areas in life.
Other
It's not
than
two wheels, and it's not mechanical,
No,
and it's not
no.
cooking.
No.
Those 3 areas, no.
No.
Those are some hard areas, though.
They are, right, Troy? Thank you.
Troy's also good at a lot of things. I can tell you directions and clocks are not one of them either.
or making brackets, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of, all right, this leads into the bracket.
This is why Troy is on, everybody.
Troy-
Big controversy this week.
Oh my goodness.
Massive.
I couldn't even I couldn't keep up with the comments and the slander, Troy. You have set the people off.
What happened, Troy? Break it down
happened?
for us.
Look, man, I've been doing percentages this entire time. What changed now?
No, Troy, you got to give people the background. You just started
Okay.
at the end. Give people the beginning, the middle.
Well, okay, like the whole bracket of how we got here.
I want to know the controversy this week, Troy.
Okay.
There's a big controversy this week. Tell us that story. You are a writer, correct? Tell us the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us as if you're writing an article.
I got you. Okay, so we had an Instagram vote, Stu and MC. And then it was a tie with our website vote with percentages. So it flip-flopped. Like MC won the site vote, and then Stu won the Instagram vote. I just pulled percentages, man, because that's what I've been doing this entire time. And then I get a comment that somebody says,
Well, wait, Troy. How did you break the tie? You're leaving out a lot of information.
yeah, Twitter, bro.
Okay, so
is
no one
Twitter.
know that. So we break the tie with Twitter.
I was getting to that.
Okay, you broke the tie with Twitter. Who won the Twitter vote?
MC.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's percentages. I've been doing percentages this entire time. Someone's like, hey, man, why don't you do just tallied votes?
So how you determined it, or we determined it, is you pulled the percentages from each one, right? Like total the percentages up, and that's who moved on, right? Which would have been MC in this case. Okay. Well, then the slander began. People were not happy with that. People wanted the total votes across all, correct?
Correct. But why change now when I've done
No,
percentages the
I'm not
entire
saying
time?
you did anything wrong, Troy. The internet is saying you did things wrong.
Yeah, they were coming at me pretty good.
So
I see their point. I'm not being.
who
like,
would have won in that case, Troy? Do we know that?
If you went off just total popular vote.
Yeah.
So Troy was
Hold
basically.
on. Do we know who would have won though? I'm asking Troy. I have no idea.
I mean, I didn't do the math on it.
Is Troy over here doing electoral votes? I mean, I guess that's technically the way that we're doing.
Technically, Troy is doing how the United States of America.
That's what I'm
runs its
saying. The
presidential
electoral
election.
votes versus
Correct.
popular vote.
Correct. But we don't even know who won the popular vote because Troy hadn't counted that up yet.
That's not the way I'm doing it. So why waste my time?
Again, Troy,
Bold move, Cotton.
I am not mad at you. The internet is mad at you.
Let them. Good. Bring it.
So, anyways, MC moved on over Stu,
MC moved on over Stu,
and people weren't happy.
and then we had another upset. I think who did Tomac go over, or was it Tomac Stu? Did we mess all this up?
I don't even remember anymore, dude. It's been so long.
Troy, it's your-
March Madness is over.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, I think we messed this whole thing up.
No.
I think it was Tomac Stu.
Then MC RC.
No. Hold on.
Oh my!
Chase is
We
wrong.
don't even like. We got three of us here.
Chase is messing me up.
We've
man.
all looked at this, and I
Well, no,
feel
I just
so
went off of
unprepared.
what Troy told me. He was running it.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
still good.
Okay.
It's
We're
McGrath over Stu. That's what they're mad about.
That's
And
what
then
I said.
Tomac won over Ricky Johnson,
Okay, that's right.
which
right.
led to.
And now it's McGrath Tomac. I was figuring.
McGrath.
So wait, it's McGrath versus McGrath and Tomac versus RC and
RV.
RV.
Yep.
So March Madness might be over, but the Verb Madness isn't.
No, it continues.
It continues.
full blown right now.
So we're gonna end up with. I mean, realistically, where do we end up?
Well, I can tell you right now who's winning the website votes.
Okay.
You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So on the website, now we have done Instagram as well. So I'm not counting those, just website. RC has an 81% to 19%
Wow.
over Vurbapoloza.
Wow. I didn't think it'd be that close.
Who do you think's winning the next one?
Tomac versus MC.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Tomac, isn't it?
51% to
Oh.
49%.
That is crazy.
That's awesome.
So this is hot. I have you looked at the Instagram votes yet, Troy?
Not yet.
Okay, so we don't know yet. We could have another Troy could have another controversy on his hands.
Well, so then what? It's gonna go to It could go to RC versus Tomac.
Good. It's it right now. Tomac's winning the.
And you know what? For people that have been involved in the sport in the past, 10, 12 years, they remember Tomac,
Well,
not RC.
honestly, though, and look, no one's touching McGrath's Supercross. Let's get that out of the way. But if you look at this in the way I think some people are looking at it, Tomac's second all time in wins, Supercross, right? Tomac was much better outdoors, much more success than Jeremy. I think that's what they're saying, is if you combine both. But Troy had Tomac as a 6 seed. This is
This is an upset?
This is an upset.
Wow.
6 seed could reach the final.
Wow.
Is it really an upset though?
To me, it is. I mean, I am taking McGrath. No offense.
Anybody on this list could have made it.
No, of course. Troy, this is for fun. I know the internet's mad at you right now, but it's for fun. So anyway, I'm just saying, you don't think Tomac going over McGrath's an upset?
I don't know, man. Do you want me to do the Instagram vote?
No. Save it for.
Right here.
Save it. No. Save it. You have to go to Vurbmoto.com and read about it. We're not giving this away for free, Troy.
Yeah.
You got to go to Vurbmoto.com and read about it.
I'm going to write about it.
Troy's going to write about it. Write about how mad the internet is at him.
All right. Well, we'll find out.
We shall find. No, you can find out maybe by the time this comes out at Vurbmoto.com. It'll be up there, probably front page, front and center.
Breaking news still.
Or just fire the follow the flames that are all the pitchforks coming after Troy.
All right. Well, last time we were on, we moved to the Michelin most likely segment. Troy, I got to press the button. I think I'm going to lose you for a second. Next time I'll have this fixed. We jinxed the entire Kawasaki Mitch Payton crew, apparently, the last time we had it on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're going to start here. Michelin most likely segment. We got a little song going. Chase, I did program this right. Like I said, Troy isn't on here.
Oh, sorry, Troy. So we lost them all together?
I just got to press a different button to get them back.
Okay.
And all this new things going on. I just, I haven't really had time to
Probably Crane's
sit
fault.
and program. I mean, dude, it's 100% Crane's fault. Because you know what? If Crane was here,
This could have all been done.
this would all been done.
And done correctly.
Yeah.
Instead, yeah.
Yeah, Troy, can you hear us now? I think I might have got him.
I can hear you guys the
All right.
entire time. That's good news.
Oh, you can?
Oh,
You can?
great.
You can hear us the entire time?
Great.
I just can't see you.
We should have said more.
Dude, I love that. I didn't know that. Last time you were like, I couldn't hear you. All right, sweet. Maybe I did figure out some. Give me a fist bump.
Hey,
All right.
Hey, that's a non-demerit, Crane.
Michelin most likely coming up right now. All right. Question number 1, Troy, hopefully you can still hear us, is who wins the 450 SX title? Troy, you want to go first? See, I think we did lose him. All right, Chase, you go up. I will fix this, though.
We did talk about this earlier with the Mr. Jeff Emig. I don't know if you knew that. Jeff Emig was on earlier for those who are just tuning in to hear us. I got Webb. I got Webb.
You got Webb.
I got the experience.
All right, Troy, you're up next.
You got me?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, man. I keep flip-flopping because that's what I do.
Waffle.
Yeah, because before the season in my team preview, I said that Webb, don't count him out. He's going to be in a title hunt at the end. Never counted him out. Troy Dog never did. But Jed did a statement win this past weekend, and he's got a 5-point lead now. We're going back on Jets.
I knew there would be a flip-flop in the ranks. I knew there would be a flip-flop.
What's like a flip-flop?
Bird Dog, Troy Dog, and was it you on the...
No, it was Slaw. But I agree with Slaw. I'm sticking with Webb.
So we got you, Slaw, Troy, and Bird Dog all said last week.
Yeah, and
Webb.
unlike Troy, I stick behind
Your decisions?
My picks.
Yeah, okay.
My picks.
So, all right.
Is he going to flop next week if Webb wins this week?
I could.
I'm going to flip a coin. Heads is Webb.
Yep.
Tails is Jet. Siri, flip a coin. This way I'm not liable for Tails.
Who was Tails? I've already forgot.
I think I said Jet.
Okay, Jet. Yeah, we got 2 Jets and a Webb. Ding, ding, ding.
Wow. All right, next up we got who wins the 250 West title now? Chase, I'll let you go again first.
This is going to hurt Troy's feelings because I know he's a big Richard James fan. I got Kitchen.
Still got Kitchen. I think he's 2 points back.
2 points back. Something has changed with him. I don't know if it was the switch from getting away from Star or what. I don't know what it was. This is like his breakout year. And I think he's got that kind of like jet laid back, nothing really. Like he's just like posted up in the hospital being like, oh yeah, hey, we're all good, guys. See you next week. Like
that is crazy.
I think somebody was saying it was like, hey man, like what did I know? He's like, oh, I couldn't breathe. And then gets up from dead last, gets back to 14th.
Yeah.
Like give him another minute. He's probably still in the championship league. I just something's different. And it's not to say RJ's not great or whatever. Something's different with Kitchen. He's
all right. Well, unlike you, we jinxed him last time, so I'm not going to say his name or Pro Circuit in order to give him luck here. So
that guy.
But now does the bad luck transfer to someone? Either way, I'm going to go Richard. He's got a win now and a convincing win in the East-West Showdown. Like,
yeah, that was big.
If you want confidence, win the damn showdown.
Right. Yeah.
Now he's got 2 points, and you know what? We talk about experience. RJ's got the experience, so I'm going RJ. Troy Dog, where are you at?
I'm kind of worried because we haven't heard anything from Kitchen and his ribs since Saturday night. So I'm not sure the extent on that, but broken ribs probably isn't fun to race with.
But did we got a weekend off for West?
They come back in Denver.
We do.
They come back in Denver, May 5th.
Where we're doing the Pulp MX live stream.
Yep.
Us.
Yeah, that's us.
All right.
So, Troy, who do you got?
So, with that being said, if Rick has another start like that and he's got start styled back, I think Rick holds on.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Troy and I seem to be on the same page here. So we're about to see if we're going to be on the same page on this one, Troy. Who's the most likely to hit a T Swift concert? And Chase, I'm curious, out of who?
Of the riders. The riders.
The riders.
Yes, out of the riders. Well, I mean, if it's out of us, it's 100% you.
100%.
100%. We all know that.
I think Troy. I do think Troy would also go to a T Swift concert. That's what I think.
Yeah, you guys would probably go together.
That's fine.
Yeah. So
honestly,
well,
that's it.
Say what? Say that again.
I'd only go to one with you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I could see you guys wearing your little cowboy hats and going to a T Swift concert. That's 100%. But T Swift dropped. The reason I thought T Swift dropped a new album. I don't know if you've heard.
It's actually a double album, Chase.
Is it okay?
And
see, I didn't even know that.
She broke the Spotify streaming record by 100 million minutes
I didn't know
on the
any
first
of this.
day.
Not that I'm saying I've never heard of T Swift. I've heard her songs, whatever. I'm just, I love T Swift.
I'm sure you saw her on some of the Chiefs games.
Yeah, I saw her on the Chiefs game. I know who T Swift is. Big fan. Don't want the Swifties after me.
Would you go to her concert?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
it'd be
We
cool.
don't.
Yeah, I mean, dude, she's very talented. I'm just not like I'm not a Swiftie.
Okay.
I'm not a Swiftie. She's very.
I'm like stoked on this new music.
Who?
Bird Dog.
Wow, didn't expect
He
that.
listened for like
Bird
12 hours
Dog is
straight the other day.
Bird Dog is a T Swiftie. He's a Swiftie.
I had no idea that about Bird Dog.
Oh, we need to call him. Bird Dog
I know Corn Dog. My wife, she's having it on repeat.
Is it just
on here? I think 100 million of the minutes are contributed to her.
Yeah. Anyways, as a rider, I think this is an absolute no-brainer. It's Christian Craig.
Dude, that's what I was going to say.
It's Christian Craig.
I was going to say.
We all know it. We all know it's Christian Craig.
That's who I was thinking in my head, dude.
Yes. It's 100% Christian Craig.
All right, I got to come up with someone else then.
No, we can both have Christian Craig. Troy, were you going Christian Craig too?
No, I got to go with the boy Benny Bloss.
Okay, yeah, Benny, Chiefs fan.
He sings it all the time. It's disgusting.
He's a
the
Chiefs
biggest
fan as well.
fan ever.
What would happen if T Swift breaks up with Kelsey? Is he gonna side with the Chiefs or T Swift? Chiefs, right?
Chiefs, yeah.
Okay. I just love that we both called Christian Craig.
I don't know. I can't think of a better pick, so I'm just going to stick with it.
It was 100% be Christian.
Wow.
That's funny.
What a great Michelin most likely. That might be part of my favorite things that we do here on the Vanilla Racing broadcast, Chase.
It's great.
Wow.
I feel like it fits with Randy. Like, not Not the saying Randy came up with this or anything, but
Do you think Randy would go to a T-Swift concert?
Oh yeah, he'd be front row.
Oh hey, speaking of Michelin, we do we have a few people to say congrats to. They won some sets of tires at World Mini. I actually have them up on my phone. It's been a minute. I had these Michelin gift certificates buried at like the bottom of 4,000 boxes. I finally found them this weekend. So I know one of their names is Robert. And he's got a brand new set of, well, actually they get to pick what set of Michelin tires they want. And then their handwriting is absolutely terrible. And then Rally Finster, they both won brand new sets of Michelin Starcross tires. I can tell you, Chase, from my own personal experience at the Gypsy 500, they freaking hook up, and I'm a Michelin fan for life now.
Amazing set. And while we're giving stuff away and announcing winners, you know what else we forgot to announce?
What did we forget to announce?
The winner of the Gypsy 500 prize pack and the Motorsport $500 gift card. These beautiful people, they went to shopverb.com during that time period. They bought some merch and they won. And guess what, Wes? They can still win the Yamaha side-by-side, the two T2R110s, and $20,000.
Yep.
They can still win that, but they've won this.
Yep.
So, without further ado, the Gypsy prize pack winner is, and I'm going to butcher this last name, Patrick Capetti. Capetti?
And we really wanted to call and surprise them on this broadcast.
We did.
But apparently we spent all this money on lawyers and a sweepstakes company, and they have to do it all, and they have to contact them. They have to do all the legal stuff. They have to sign the contract with the person.
Sorry, Patrick, but we will get in touch with Patrick with the Gypsy.
I mean, Patrick's going to be pitted next to us at the Gypsy 500
we don't like
East.
Patrick. Never mind.
Sorry, Patrick. Right, Patrick,
You
I
suck.
freaking hate you
You
right
suck.
now. By the way, Gypsy did release their Gypsy 500 vlog.
Terrible vlog. Terrible vlog. A lot of lies.
So many lies. They try to make it like we cheated. Wait till our vlog is better than theirs.
And we have it ready, just waiting on Casey to get it done. It's done, and we just need to add like the bells and whistles. Plus, we wanted a rebuttal anyways.
Yeah, I'm so glad that ours is ready because it's time for a rebuttal. They try to say we cheated. Just you wait. Just you wait.
And then the Motorsport $500 gift card is Eric Cook.
I want to know what Eric Cook. Eric, if you watch this
Eric?
video, let me know what you get for $500 because I kind of need to spend some money too.
And we like motorsport.
So then I think the next one's up are
so
we're giving away more Michelin tires, which was I think that contest period's ended.
That's ended. So right now you can win a full set of fly gear.
Okay, sick.
Kinetic gear, which is dope. Coming up is the fly gear. Then we have
A Vurb shopping spree.
We have a GoPro Curator pack.
Yep.
Set of Alpine
Star Kit. Okay, yeah. Oh, Tech 7. Okay.
Yeah, Tech 7. So it's
and then the last one after the last weekend to enter will be Fro400.
That's the last weekend, but it's not till June 18th.
June 18th.
So you got a couple of days after. But yeah, that's the last that's our last event weekend.
Yeah. So the cool thing is, if you purchase something at the beginning of this, you've been eligible to win all of this.
Correct.
Along with the grand prize. So even if you buy now, there are bi-weekly prizes that you can win. So like we mentioned, there is a great sale going on right now. Seriously. It's the garage sale, 50 times multiplier garage sale.
You could go on, spend $20. Don't spend just $20. Seriously.
Don't. Spend $200.
That's a dick. Don't be a dick.
$200.
So you could spend $20 though, if you wanted, because we got $20 shirts right now. And get 50 times the multipliers. Is Troy still on?
Troy. Yeah, hang on. I got to bring Troy in.
Troy, what is...
Hang on. He can hear us. We can't hear him. I'm going to make it so we can hear him. Technology over here. I got to press buttons.
Troy, what is 20 times 50?
1,000.
20 times 50. I'm a writer, dude.
Math is not our strong suit, people.
20 times 50.
He's doing it.
1,000.
It's what? It's 1,000. So if you went on and spent $20 on
which you can. There are actually $20 t-shirts
but
on
don't
there
do that because
sale.
you're a dick. Don't do that.
There is someone, someone from Canada yesterday got
Was
on
it.
It might have been. She bought like literally every single youth shirt we've ever made because it was on there. And it was well over $200 worth of stuff, but it was all on sale. It's pretty much half price in the garage sale, and you get 50 times multiplier.
Wow. She got Troy. How many is that?
200 times 50.
How much she spent? 200?
200 times 50.
So we're just going to add a zero to what we just did.
Yeah.
I'm making Troy do it. He's reaching back for the calculator.
You know what's cool?
10,000.
10,000 entries she just got. But actually, she's in Canada.
She can't
So
win.
she can't win.
No,
It's
she
the
didn't.
48 contiguous. It's in the fine print.
Sorry, Canada. All right, yeah, Troy, how many was that?
What? I was gonna
So
say,
basically, she has 0 entries.
Yeah,
actually.
0 entries, Troy. Sorry.
I was going to say the garage sale's so cool that even Jason Wygant will probably open his wallet for it.
No. Well, there is a $5 koozie Wygant might buy.
He's in.
I'd be very shocked if Wygant spends over $5 on anything.
Yeah.
No, he's good. He's going to do it.
Okay. All right. Well,
Great sale.
Great sale. So Troy, next up for us though, we're heading to Unadilla here in a few weeks, May
16th through 18th.
16th through 18th for the J Day off-road.
Vurbadilla.
We collab with them. It's not a team event at all.
Nope.
But we do bring some team vibes. We like to
hot dogs,
have good times.
mimosas.
Mimosas. Well, we decided, even though it doesn't land on Mother's Day this year, we said any day we spend at Unadilla is Mother's Day.
Yeah. We love Moto Moms.
We love Moto Mom. So we will have mimosas for moms again. That was a huge hit last year. Troy, hopefully you don't mind giving us $1,000 out of your paycheck to pay for all the champagne and orange juice. We'll go heavy on the OJ.
Yeah.
That way,
Mamas don't get drunk. I think I drink on
you know what? They'll be wanting to win the side-by-side. Maybe the more champagne you put in
actually,
it.
Troy, we're going to need $2,000.
We're going to need $2,000.
for champagne. And then, honestly, come to the Verb tent and just like have your credit card out. Oh,
Yeah.
darn.
Yeah.
That would suck. That would suck, Troy.
Yeah, Troy, I'll send you my Venmo after this. It's
Yeah.
actually VurbWes.
if
Type
anybody
in 5671
Chase
if it asks you for. So $2,000 would be good for all the Moto Moms out there. I'm actually really excited. I have tried to think about how I could actually participate in this J Day. They have like an enduro cross section, which I did accomplish at the Gypsy 500. So I feel confident that I could do it. Still a little bit scary, but if someone will lend me a bike, I'm pretty sure I would love to.
You could ride a lap.
I'd try to at least ride a lap, but in all honesty, I'd love to be able to say I raced an entire class because I think it's only 40 minutes. And
It's only 40.
so it's like doing 2 laps at the Gypsy 500. I could have done it.
40's not bad. I could do that because it's not a GNCC either, which is like 3.5 hours. I'm out on that.
Yeah. So it's like 6 or 7 minute lap times for someone really fast. It'd
Yeah,
probably
these
be-
are more like you're trying to go like you're sprinting.
Yeah.
You're not like hanging
Not me.
back, waiting. You're
Not me.
sprinting from the beginning. Well, not most people, like the fast people.
Yeah.
Which I just watched the GoPro that will be up on the GoPro Motorsports later of the Southwick one.
Yeah.
And it's
I wouldn't. Yeah. Actually,
it's-
Southwick would be pretty fun. I mean, dude, I'll tell you
No.
this. Gypsy 500 might as well have been Southwick.
I'm out on that sand, dude.
Yeah.
How deep that thing? No, I'm out.
So, anyways, I've always wanted to ride Unadilla, so maybe we do that. We'll see you guys there. It's Vurbadilla.
yeah, pre-reg open.
X Unadilla, add Vurbadilla. It's not Fundurance. It's actually a full endurance sprint. But we will bring the fun per usual, so we hope to see you there. Everybody that comes gets $20 to spend at motorsport.com, and everything you buy there will be a 10x multiplier for the Vurbmoto Dream Stakes. So someone at Vurbadilla could potentially win a $49,797.00 prize.
As long as you're from the 48 inches.
Yep. So, well, hell yeah, Troy, thanks for being on. It's been a good time.
Yeah,
thanks, Fro, for being on.
The internet's mad at you again, Troy.
Yeah, we're going to keep it going.
I can't wait to see if Tomac wins. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You could, potentially.
Greatest rider of all time. There's no way RC doesn't win.
No. I'm talking about Tomac beats McGrath.
Oh.
The pitchforks are coming for Troy.
Wow.
It's all my fault if it happens.
No, of course it is.
Hey, well, next time, if you Venmo me enough money or buy enough T-shirts, I will send you Troy's address. I have it. I have it handy. And
We know where you live.
yeah. So, Chase,
A great show,
it's
man.
been a great show. This might be the longest we've ever talked.
It's a
butt
lot.
hurts.
It's a lot. I don't know how Steve does it every week. God. Good God.
Well, hey, hopefully we garnered so many fans on Steve's
Oh,
show.
so many.
Now they're watching us.
Yeah, so many.
Vanilla Racing Broadcast about to go to new heights with this consistently inconsistent loudmouth podcast.
Broadcast.
We'll see you next time. Yeah.
No bullying, people.